Man, cards some people are dealt, you never know what to do with, right? I know I didn't. I just played my hand the best I could. You know, this is the first time I'm a 40-year-old male, right? I'm my mom's first son, my dad's first son, my sister's first brother. My mom raised me on her own from the age of 12 to 24, you know? That was hard on her. It was hard on us all. But we did everything we could, you know? It took me a minute to get on this camera because I wanted my room to be just right. I wanted everything to be just right, but life isn't just right. You know, I thought about this metaphor, how to form this, how to do this, right? But in all actuality, isn't life just chaotic sometimes? I was cleaning my room and thinking, my life was just like this fishbowl, in a sense, you know. A container with water, with fluid. It's murky, I'll show you in a minute. But in ultimate, I was filled with a lot of what I call environmental BS, like this murky water in this tank. And it took me a lot to get to where I'm at now. Like cleaning this tank, you know? Because I'm new to this thing, I'm gonna go ahead and move this camera. But so, in order for me to clean this tank, I had to take it apart, right? Ah! Yeah. Party fell. But that's life, right? Nothing's ever perfect. You know? You know? Woo! I'm gonna choke myself. back on subject. Like my life, I had to go do a lot of cleaning. That's what I guess you could say a person did for me. I was dealing with childhood trauma. Stuff like seeing your dad go to jail, stuff like hearing gunshots, seeing anything out of the norm. That's a traumatic experience in your life. For me, I was seeing my dad go when I was 12, around my 13th birthday. When I understood that I was more than what I was making myself out to be, which was not a thug. I chose to go outside my home and sell drugs. I chose to do everything but what my mother taught me. When I did that, that polluted my life. When I sat them in them cells and got to seeing everybody that was there and knowing that my mom taught me better than that, I knew better. Right now, I'm seeing way too many 17-year-old kids die behind gang stuff, behind violence that they have no business being a part of at a young age. I know when I was 16, 17, in San Jose, I was downtown, running around, running amok. Just like some of my friends. My dad happened to wind up going to the Army. Not many kids are making it past that age right now. Because they're stuck in an environment that's not letting them grow. Now, if somebody was to show them love, hold them, no matter what, a lot of that pain that they're feeling will dissipate. I may be 40 years old now, but I swear to you, a hug from my dad, a hug from my mother is priceless. And that's all I wanted in life. I chose to do a lot of things. that hurt my environment, hurt others' environments. Now I'm trying to do the work to clean it out. And the work's still not complete. For anybody that has ever doubt about breaking the law or thought about doing something that could jeopardize their family, let me tell you, when you step behind those walls, it'll strip you to your bare essentials. Everything that you thought you were before you went in there, you will not be that. Okay? Let's get that straight. Everything you thought you were going to do before you went in there, you're not going to do, because there's going to be somebody bigger and badder every time. I lost fights. Dealt with addiction. It was nothing but a prayer and letters that from my mother and my father, that broke me out of my addiction. You know, I was still dealing with a lot of murky water while I was in there. Still a lot of work to do. Sober now. Still dealing with a lot of issues. I'm human. Right when you think there's nothing left to do, you got to keep on digging. Because no matter how far or how much you think you've healed, you've never really healed. If you're honest with yourself. Pardon the interruption.